Last time I was talking about how the psychic type was overpowered, but I've been thinking about it lately, and one conclusion I drew is that the two major types which are known for being weak to psychic, those being fighting and poison, have it, well, not so good in the first generations when it comes to offense. I mean, there are two usable fighting moves in the first generation, and neither of them are that hot. They're good, but not that good. First, there's Karate Chop. 50 power, 100 accuracy, but a high chance of critical hit. So you know what that means? It will almost always critical. Keyword being always, because even Machamp with 55 base speed is not fast enough to guarantee a critical hit. It will critical 7 times out of 8, but it will still not critical the other chance out of 8. And the other viable move, High Jump Kick with 85 power and 90 accuracy, that would be the equivalent of Sky Uppercut today, well, it's only viable because of a glitch. You see, in this generation, and by that I mean the first one, not the current one, in this generation, missing with Jump Kick or High Jump Kick only makes you lose 1 HP because of a glitch. So, yeah, of course it's viable, but I'm not too much of a fan of abusing glitches like that, but since it's the kind of glitch that's completely inevitable, as opposed to some other more obscure glitches, well, I'll let this one slide. But if it worked properly, it wouldn't have been that good, so that's why they upgraded the power to 100 in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. And yeah, because after Karate Chop and High Jump Kick, this is not very good. Submission, 80 power, 85 accuracy. That would be Mega Punch, or Strength with 15 less accuracy. But the kicker is that there's recoil on the move. How can a move that weak have recoil? Just to continue the comparisons game, it's takedown with 10 less power, and takedown fucking sucks. After that, you got Jump Kick, 70 power, 95 accuracy, but the same glitch. You're better off using High Jump Kick there, because I think only Hitmonlee gets both in this generation, so yeah, stick with High Jump Kick, and after that there is Rolling Kick, 60 power, 85 accuracy, and a 30% chance of flinching. Or, if you want something more reliable at the expense of flinching, you got Double Kick, 30 powers times 2, 100 accuracy. Okay, this guy here has a Hitmonlee and a Hitmonchan. Now, behind that guy you can see both Pokeballs which contain those Pokemon. This was no doubt a rioting debate back in the day as to which one was better. I mean, Hitmonlee has the higher attack, but Hitmonchan has the elemental punches. But this all falls apart when you realize that Hitmonchan only has a special of 35. Now, from the second generation on, Hitmonchan at least has a 110 special defense to fall back on, but the elemental punches were still backed by that mediocre, no, not mediocre, it was absolutely abysmal special attack of 35. In fact, oh yeah, Dream Eater. Now, I'm just going to stop talking about Hitmonchan for a second and just say that, well, yeah, Dream Eater, competitively, it's absolutely worthless because of Sleep Claws, and that usually, aside from Breloom Spore, you won't see perfect accuracy sleep moves very often, unless you're a fan of Parasect or Butterfree, and even there, Butterfree isn't quite perfect, but Dream Eater, from my experience, absolutely rocks in-game, where no one switches and you can sleep as many Pokemon on the opposing team as you like. Now, of course, following with my pattern of picking the strongest Pokemon, I am, of course, going to pick Hitmonlee. Now, of course, if you pick one, don't expect to get the other that easily. That is until Gold Silver came out and you could breed infinite Tyrogues. But just one thing. It's Tyrogue, not Tyrogue. Tyrogue! I cannot believe how many times I've seen that name misspelled. And just for a reverse example, it's Rouge the Bat, not Rogue the Bat, or anything like that. I don't understand how many people cannot get that right. It's not like it's that hard. But yeah, back to Dream Eater. If you can use it well, it's really abusive in game. 100 power, 100 accuracy, and the same draining attribute as the likes of Giga Drain and Drain Punch. So now I'm gonna enter the Sylph Tower, and as usual, I am going to get the key out of the way first, since you can go almost nowhere without that key. And on my first time through, it took me absolutely forever to find out how you get the damn thing, and it's actually pretty clever how it's hidden when you think about it. You're forced to take a warp and then to go back, but many people, myself included on the first time through, just didn't think of that. So yeah, it really was a very clever hiding spot. So I guess even Team Rocket does things right once in a while. But just to finish what I was saying about the Hitmons earlier on, I am absolutely convinced that it was Hitmonchan's relative ineptness that inspired Game Freak's designers to do that long overdue special physical split that they did in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. And, of course, as you can expect, Hitmonchan's become a lot more worthwhile since then, but Hitmonlee still has the upper hand over it. But, as of, I can't say as of this writing, but as of the time I am making this video, December 2008, well, Hitmontop is actually getting really close to becoming overused. I know, I can't believe it either. I thought all three of them were doomed to be underused forever, but Hitmontop just, I can't really explain it, but yeah, it's true that I'm seeing a lot more of them these days, and they are surprisingly effective, but I'm sorry, I still can't believe it. Hitmontop is going, no, not is going to become overused, but it's not that far away now. Alright, now that I have the key, I'm going to do each floor in order, starting with the second one. I'm aware that there's a rest area on floor 9, which is guarded by a rocket, so when I am starting to run out of PP or HP or whatever, I am going to head to floor 9, battle that rocket, and then unlock the rest area. Anyway, as I was saying before, the fighting type isn't that hot, but the other type that's notorious for being weak to psychic, that being poison, is even worse off. The best poison can do in this generation? Sludge. 65 power, 100 accuracy, and 30% chance of regular poison. Now, I don't know if they were thinking that poison was some sort of godly status or something, but hint, it's absolutely not. Heck, just the fact that toxic poison becomes regular poison in this generation, of course, when you switch out and then switch back in, makes toxic, which is otherwise an awesome stalling move, completely useless here. But I think I've already covered that before, so I'll leave it to rest. But still, 65 power? And they realized pretty quick that they got it wrong, because in the next generation they created Sludge Bomb. 90 power, but the same accuracy and chance of poison. And it still isn't all that good. You don't see it outside of mono poisons these days. A merger? I'd call that a hostile buyout, thank you very much. Alright, next time.